Okay, in the first problem, we need to distribute the negative 8 on the right-hand side. And before we do that, I am just going to, bless you, 3n minus 5. I'm going to copy what's on the left, and this will be negative 48. Negative 8 times 6 is going to give me negative 48 minus 40n. And then from here, I want to gather up like terms. I want to gather up my n's. I'm going to move the 40n over to the left side by adding it to both sides. And then that's going to leave me with 43n minus 5 equals negative 48. And then from here, I'm going to add 5 to both sides. And I'm going to get 43n equals negative 43. I got it. Thanks. I'm going to divide both sides by 43 and find out that n is equal to negative 1. So multi-step equation solving. And when I got to here, I just had to move up because I didn't have room. In the second problem, I'm going to distribute the 2 and get 8x minus 6. And then I still have to subtract 8 there. And that's all equal to 4 plus 2x. I'm going to simplify and combine like terms on the left-hand side. I'm going to write this as 8x minus 14 equals 4 plus 2x. And then from this point, I'm going to subtract 2x's from both sides. And I'm going to wind up with 6x minus 14 equals 4. I'm going to move this up over here just so I have more room. 6x minus 14 equals 4. I'm going to add 14 to both sides. 6x is going to be equal to 18. And then my last step, I'm going to divide by 6 and find out that x is 3. Now, when I move to number 3, this is solving a literal equation. So I have to solve for a, and the way that this problem reads is that it's 8 times a times b, and that's equal to c. I want to undo everything around the a, and since it's multiplication, I'm going to just divide by 8b on both sides. Divide out the 8, divide out the b, and I'm just left with a equals c over 8b. There's nothing else I can do because they're all letters. I can't simplify any further than that. Jim, if you want to update attendance and check out her, that would be awesome. Now, in number 4, I got to go at this one solving for y. So what I'm going to do in 4 is first get this 2x out of here. I'm going to take 2x's away from both sides. I have to get down to where I can deal with that y by itself. On the left-hand side, and this would be a common place for an error, is the left-hand side is going to leave me with negative 3y. Don't lose your negative sign when you come down because that makes a big difference in your answer. And that's going to be equal to 9 minus 2x, or you could write it as negative 2x plus 9. That would be fine, but 9 minus 2x probably is the cleanest little way to write it. I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. I'm going to divide every term on the right-hand side by negative 3. This is going to leave me with y alone. 9 divided by negative 3 is going to give me a negative 3. And then negative 2 divided by negative 3 is going to give me a positive 2/3 times x. Now the only other thing I want to say right here before I move on is, just because this is going to come up, I believe, later, don't forget that the number stuck to x is the slope. So the slope is, that's all right, the slope of this line is 2/3, and the y-intercept of this line would be negative 3. And so if we had to graph this, I could start on negative 3 on the y-axis and do a rise of 2 and a run of 3.